Do you want to learn how to make this beautiful watercolor mixing chart so with 5 markers you can actually get 25 beautiful shades of them? Stay put and we're going to show you how, step-by-step instructions. So these are the tools that you will need to make this color mixing chart. You will need watercolor paper, the colors that you wanted to make the chart with. So I'm using the Karin brush markers. I'm only picking 5 to do. I wanted it to be a simple version of it. A pencil, a watercolor brush, and a ruler to help you with. So the first thing you need to do is you need to prepare your grid. So measure out how big your watercolor paper is and figure out how many boxes you would need. So if I have 5 markers, I will actually need 1 extra column. So I would have to make a grid of 6 by 6, and I kept each box to be 3 centimeters for this chart. So I've now prepared the proper grid to do the color mixing chart. So you would notice that I have 5 colors here. And so in my column, I would have 5 columns and then 1 extra one for me to put the label. I've prepared it so that I put all the colors on the side, and then I also like to put the original color at the top. This is just optional. And one more thing that I wanted you to keep in mind, I know that this is like if you take a look at, say, this box right here. So you see this box, it's going to be a combination of yellow and red, right? Like, so when they cross, this is the intersection. Okay? But then if you look at this box down there, it is also red and yellow. So why bother doing 2? It's because they can, with like more yellow or more red versus the other way, you actually can have quite different of the color. So I wanted you to keep in mind, this is what we're doing. Anytime when the color is at the top, we're actually doing more for the one that are at the top and then less for the color that is on the side. You will understand it when we actually go through the specific example. Okay, so this is the way I like to do it. So say for this first box, right, I have red. So think about one full box. I'm gonna do 4 dots because these are all red. I'm just gonna do 4 dots. And then I'm going to take a watercolor brush and I'm just going to smush it around and make this red color here. Okay, so this is the original color. Okay, now wipe off, I'm going to clean off I'm going to have a paper towel here. I'm going to wipe off my water brush, just make sure it's clean for the next one. Okay, so now let's do this guy. Okay, this guy is yellow with red. So I have red and I have yellow. Okay, and keep in mind that yellow is at the top, so there's more, but red is to the side and I would like less of it. So within the 4 dots that we do, I will need 3 dots of yellow and 1 dot of red. Okay, then what I do is I mix it together, and so it becomes this really nice pretty orange. Okay, now how about down here? Okay, more red, less yellow. So this time 3 dots of red, 1 dot of yellow. Swash it around. These two are made from the same color, but can you tell that it's actually quite different shade of the orange? This is a darker orange and this is a lighter orange, right? So you keep on the process, you keep repeating the process, right? So I'm gonna keep going sideways right now. Okay, so this is green and red. Do you see green at the top, red at the side? So I'm going to take my green, and green is more because it's at the top. I'm going to do 3 dots of green, 1 dot of red. Smush it around. Clean my brush. This one, 3 of blue, 1 of the red. Mix it around. Next one, purple and red. So 3 dots of purple, 1 dot of red. This one, all yellow, yellow and yellow, so 4 dots of yellow. Green and yellow, so 3 dots of green, 1 dot of yellow. So always the one that is at the top is the one that has more. You can do different ratio too, because if you actually do different ratio, you can actually even get more combination of the color. I'm just keeping it quite simple. Quarter is what I'm doing. Okay, so blue, 3 dots of blue, 1 dot of yellow. So notice that it didn't really take very long, but with 5 color that we started out with, the 5 original color that could come out like that if you use it as like a watercolor, you actually now can have 25 colors easily. And if you actually spend more time, remember how I use 1 and 3 together? If you actually do even different combinations, say 1 to 5, 2 to 4, or like even different ratio of the different color, you would be able to get more combination. But I thought that if you do a color chart like that, it gives you an idea of what range of color you're able to establish. Say between the green and the red, say this one and this one, you can go like a reddish, brownish color all the way to this color, like a really dark forest green. Okay, so now you understand how to make a water mixing card for 5 colors. I just want to show you kind of the possibility of how many colors you could have. So the Karin's marker that we have, this is just a regular color swatch. I just color this out and water them down. So these are all the colors that comes in the Karin box Pro. It comes with 72 colors all together. Can you imagine, instead of 5 times 5 equals to 25, you now have 72 times 72, which is 5,184 colors together. Those are all the different combinations you could have. Okay, realistically speaking, it will take you a long time. All right, so I've actually done not quite 72 by 72, but I'm going to show you what I've done. Within those boxes of Karin marker, this is a grid of 21 by 21 color. So the paper was too small. You notice my boxes is really small too, right? Like it's 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter, because there's no way I'm gonna do like 10 pages of this. So this is the extension of it, right? So right now there are 42 markers with 21, and I extend the chart down this way. I couldn't even show it to you all in the camera, but it's a proud work of mine. I've spent a lot of time and I really like this. So this is the complete grid. I don't know if you can see it, but basically it is a grid of 42 by 42. Okay, I'm going to show you a time lapse of one of the page, because when I time myself how long it took. So one page takes about 2.5 hours. That's how long it takes for just doing the measurement, coloring it out, watering it out. So I did it when I was watching TV, so it's no big deal. But I just want to show you how nicely you can have all the ranges of color. So I thought it would be fun for me to show you just one page, a super sped up version of it, and 21 by 21. The color at the top, because I needed more color, I actually did a straight line all the way down. The color that's on the side, because I need less of the color, I put the dot. And also pay attention, I would skip every other box just so that I won't have one color running over to the other one, because that's what would happen if you have watercolor and they're both wet. They will run into each other. So hopefully you understand how to do the watercolor mixing chart, right? So this is the simple version, 5 by 5. It gives you the basic concept. I I would do it for the Karin marker because I do plan to paint with it. If it's like other brush marker, like other markers that you have, as long as they're water soluble, you really could be doing it for other stuff, but be realistic, right? It's more, if you're just going to be lettering it with a single letter, there's no point to be doing the mixing chart. But I do plan to paint with it. Like, I want to learn how to do watercolor paintings, and that's what I plan to do. So I know that when I look, oh, like if this is the color I want, I know that I'm mixing marker 172 to 210. That will be really helpful for me when I'm mixing it, or at least to start off to know what markers to mix it with. Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you find it enjoyable and you like it, press the like button, subscribe to my channel, and turn on a notification. That'll be really helpful for my channel. See you later.